Texas trucker. I'm cruising along in Iowa right now, on my way to Wisconsin. I'm going to drop off a load of shredded paper, and the place I'm dropping it off on in Wisconsin is going to turn it into big old paper rolls. So anyway, while I had an opportunity, I wanted to continue my trucker health series. Talk to you a little bit about that. As for me in particular, I don't have any great updates. I haven't been able to weigh, so I don't know how much weight I've lost, or if I've even lost any. I am continuing to eat healthy. I'm still taking my medications. When I went to take my DOT physical, my blood pressure was 118 over 84, I think. 113 over. It was either 118 over 84 or 113 over 74. I don't remember now. Anyway, the guy said it was slightly elevated, but not enough to be of any concern. And that's a huge difference from where it was when I went to the doctor a couple of months ago. My blood sugars are down, and they're staying down consistently in about the 113 to 150 range, which I'm happy with. And like I said, I'm eating healthy, so the problems that I had with my health, kind of inspired me to start a series on healthy living out here in the truck. And of course, the first thing that you think about is food. Truck stop food is certainly not the healthiest stuff to eat. And there are a lot of healthier choices, and you can do it. It takes a little bit of effort, costs just a little bit more, but it's worth it in the long run. You can do it, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about a few other things. I really want to learn how to edit video, because this is actually not off topic. I really want to learn to edit video because I want to do a video on healthy cooking, or do videos on healthy cooking. But the process is 20-30 minutes long, and the prep time is 20-30 minutes long. And I don't, and I only have two hands, and there's not too many places in this truck to mount a camera to watch the whole process. I know y'all don't want to sit there and watch the whole process, so I want to do it in stages where I can do short 2 or 3 minute videos, and then connect those videos all together for one long teaching on, or not really long, but one complete teaching on cooking healthy, cutting out all the in-between time. For instance, I might do the video up until we bring things to a simmer, and then I'll cut the video and we'll bring it back when it's completed, so that we can show you the completed meal. But anyway, so I'm looking into some video editing stuff that I might be able to use so that I can do that. And I'm not sure yet exactly how I'm going to go about it, so I'm not going to go into the cooking right now in the truck. Although if you follow me on Facebook, you'll often see me post pictures of the meals that I cook in here. Several people have stated, that I eat better on the road in my truck than they eat at home. And that's kind of what I want. And I want that. I want that impression, because that's what it's about. It's about eating good. It's about eating healthy. And so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But what I want to talk about today, for this short time today, is some of the problems that we have out here, the health problems that we have out here, and what we can do about it. Let's be honest. And I said this, I think, in my last video. We live a pretty sedentary lifestyle, meaning we don't do anything. And when I say we don't do anything, I'm not trying to imply that truck drivers are lazy, fat, lazy, don't work. That's not what I mean. I our day is taken up with sitting right here in this seat, driving down the road. You're not moving very much, you know. I mean, and it's mentally taxing, you know, but it's not real physically taxing. We get out, we do a drop and hook, so you got about, you know, 5 minutes worth of work where you drop a trailer, maybe 5 minutes worth of work where you pick one up, you know, and that's pretty much the extent of it. So most truck drivers, if you go to any truck stop, it doesn't take a genius, you know, to observe. If you go to any truck stop, you'll see that all the parking spots closest to the truck stop fill up first. They're premier parking spots. Everybody wants them. Why does everybody want them? Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. They don't want to walk. They don't want to go from point A to point B. And, you know, and that's part of the problem. So, one of the things that I've instituted, and, you know, y'all know that I became a trainer, you know, recently. And, you know, the student that I began with, he had weight problems also. You know, he was a little heavier than I, but he's got a desire to lose. And so one of the things that, you know, I'm teaching him is that when you come to a parking place where you're going to stop, be it a truck stop or a rest area or whatever the place may be, when you come to one of these places, don't park in the closest place. Find the furthest point possible and park there. A perfect point is this morning over here near Cedar Rapids. There's a Love's over there, and I went to the Love's to fuel up and shower. So I fueled up. When I was done fueling up, if anybody's ever been to this Love's, you know that, you know, it's pretty long, and there's a stretch that goes all the way towards the exit. There were a good, you know, I mean, it was, what is it, 7:57 now? And so it was about 7 o'clock in the morning, give or take, maybe 6:30. There were several parking spots available close to the Love's. I mean, some right there next to the fuel island. All you had to do was pull out of the fuel island, turn and park. You know, I mean, they were available. But instead of taking those, I went all the way past the tire center, all the way to the end of the parking lot. I swung it around, and I parked all the way at the end of it, and then I walked in. You know, well, if you can hear it, the road noise, there is a lot of wind out here today. I mean, a lot of it, and it's strong, and it's 42 degrees outside. So with the wind, you know, it's cold as all get out, you know, and you know, honestly, I didn't want to walk through the cold, you know, but I know that I need to, so I did. I parked as far away as I could, and I walked all the way. And I do that whether it's raining, whether it's snowing, whether it's hot, whether it's cold. It doesn't matter. I park the furthest point away because I know that I'm not getting very much exercise during the day, and forcing me to walk that little bit and back, it may not seem like much, but you know, it's a lot more than what I would get otherwise. So that's my first suggestion is that if you have weight problems and you're trying to get it under control, when you stop the furthest point away. And that goes for, you know, if you're taking a restroom break in a rest area too. Some of these rest areas are pretty long, and if you'll park it, the first spot that you come to when you come in, or the last spot available before you leave, I typically pick the first spot that I come to, because you might get to the last spot and it might not be available, and then you're kind of stuck. You know, you got to back up and you know, find a spot. So I typically pick the first spot available. What you'll find is that the restroom areas are generally in the middle, so you have to walk, you know, all the way over towards the restroom areas, and a lot of times it's uphill, so that gives you an even bigger boost. So if you'll do that, you'll get a little bit of walking in. Also, a couple years ago, when I well, it was longer than a couple years ago, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, when my weight issue was first a major problem. I kind of got it under control, and I did it with a combination of food and exercise. You know, out here I can't join the gym. You know, I can't go down there to, you know, Powerhouse and there's a gym available, I don't have time.
A new message has arrived.
So, you know, one of the exercises that I used to do when I was at the gym is called the stair climber. If any of you have ever faced the stair climber, you know how evil that thing is. You know, it is. That thing will nearly kill you. It's not a very good substitute. However, you can duplicate that in a truck because you've got the side steps on a truck. So open your door, you know, grab a hold of your two rails, and then you know, step up both steps, and then down both steps, and then up both steps and down both steps. And do that over and over and over again until your heart rate is accelerated. You know, if you can do it for 10 minutes, then do it for 10 minutes. If you can do it for 20 minutes, then by all means do it for 20 minutes. You know, and build up that stamina. It builds leg strength, it builds stamina, it burns calories, it gets your heart rate up, you know, and overall it's good for you. So, you know, some people may be like, man, I'm not fixing to do that at the truck stop full of people. You know, everybody's going to be watching you, wondering what the hell you're doing. But they're going to figure it out. You know, they may, the first couple of seconds they watch you, they may not know what the hell you're doing, and they may look at you and be like, man, check this fucking dude out, man. This dude here has just lost his rabbit ass mind. You know, but after a couple minutes, they'll realize, oh man, he's out there exercising. You know, he's trying to get in health, and they'll start thinking about their own health. If you get out there and you do that and you're visible doing that, you know, you might be able to inspire somebody else who's got bad health problems to come over and talk to you about what you're doing, or maybe even not talk to you at all, just start doing something himself. You know, and keep in mind, you know, that you're an example to the people that you know, and if all you do is lay around and eat potato chips and, you know, watch TV while you're got your downtime, you know, then that's, you know, the impression, that's the example that you're leaving. You know, if you'll take a little bit of initiative and get out there and do something, you know, then, you know, some people may follow suit. So do that, you know, I mean, and don't just, you know, do it 2 or 3 times, you know, repetitions is what I call it, you know. You step up to the first step, step up to the second step, put both feet on the second step, both feet down to the first step, all the way down to the ground, and just keep on doing it over and over and over again, you know, up and down, just one repetition. You know, keep on doing it, keep on doing it, keep on doing it. Time yourself. If you get to where you just can't do it anymore, you know, and 10 minutes have passed, then you know, make a note that was 10 minutes that you were able to do it. And then the next, you know, do that for 10 minutes. You know, from there on, know that you can reach 10 minutes, and don't let yourself go less than 10 minutes. You know, and just keep on doing it. And when you get to where the 10 minutes isn't killing you anymore, then bump it up to 15 minutes, get it up to 20 minutes, get it up to 30 minutes, you know. Once you get it up to about 20, 25 minutes, then you can start adding other things to it. So what other things can you add? Some of these truck stops are fairly big, and, you know, some of them aren't so big, but you can walk all the way around the truck stop. You know, make it a lap, you know, not just a casual Sunday, you know, I'm going to smell the roses type lap, but, you know, make it a brisk walk, like I got to get where I'm going type walk, you know. You know, like I'm late for a fucking appointment, I got to move, you know, because, you know, I got to get there and start, you know, walking around the parking lot. Again, you know, people may look at you and they may be like, what the hell is this dude doing? But they're going to figure it out, you know, they're going to be like, man, this dude's out here, you know, actually trying to take care of his health, man, and you can't do nothing but respect that. So don't let those kind of people, you know, influence you away from doing that. Another thing that you can do out here on the road, and this is something that you ought to be doing anyway, but most drivers don't, in my experience, and that's when you've, you know, gotten unloaded at a shipper or receiver, or when you're picking up a trailer, you know, that you're going to take. You know, most drivers don't get up there and sweep these things out. Go ahead and climb up in that thing. Climbing up in these trailers sometimes ain't that easy, man. Climb up in that trailer, take your broom up in there, sweep it out. Even if it doesn't look like it needs to be swept, you know, sweep it out anyway. You know, you're going to find it's got a lot of dust and dirt in there. You know, and yeah, you know, that's something that you might not pay attention to most of the time, but it's something that as a driver you ought to take pride in anyway, and that's keeping your trailer clean. It'll also give you a chance to inspect the inside of your trailer like you're supposed to inspect the outside of it. And then it gives you a little bit of work, you know, pushing that broom. You know, get you a push broom, they're only $20. Get you a push broom and You know, and sweeping, you know, the act of actually pushing the broom and sweeping it is exercise. Climbing in and out of that trailer is exercise. You know, and so these are things that you can embrace instead of running away from that might be able to help your health. These is just a couple little tips from me, things that I'm starting to incorporate into my life, things that I'm trying to do to get my health under control. You know, we got to do it, man. You know, if you've got health issues, if you've got health problems, if you've got high blood pressure, if you've got diabetes, if you're considered overweight or obese or morbidly obese, these are things that you're going to want to do to try to get that under control. Nobody can get your health under control but you. So anyway, that's my tip for today. And you guys have a great day. Peace out.